Oh my goodness, we've got that real camera here. Oh, these Marines have absolutely butchered. Greetings and welcome to episode 151 of my Empire Total War Darth Mod USA campaign. And this, my friends, how after last time where we had a terrific fight, a huge battle, it's a brutal battle for Vilnius, where we really had to dig out those Russian defenders. But we sent in, of course, the Marine Corps here, and they absolutely once again stepped up and did a wonderful job. They've wrestled the city away from the Russians, and now it is firmly under American control. However, as you can see, it cost a dear price here to the Marine Corps. It really did. Look at this, down to 11 men here, down to 5 here, 7 here. Absolutely almost lost a couple of regiments here, but we just about, with the skill and discipline and determination of the Corps, we did wrestle Vilnius. Once again, the hammer, that is the Marine Corps, has battered its way into another city, and it has fulfilled the task that was given to it. So we're going to absolutely get this Corps back up and fully replenished. They're going to spend a couple of months in Vilnius now, and they're going to be replenished and going to be resupplied, of course. Now we've got the road open here between Königsberg and indeed between Warsaw and Vilnius. We've got this direct connection now. We've also got ourselves a forward operating base, as it were. We've got Courland here. Now many of the councils are saying just keep an eye on Courland here, Mala, because they are in good stead, and we do have a good trading relationship with them. They've got a lot of money coming in as well, and all their armies are at maximum capacity, as you can see here. They are not by any means a sort of small, fragile nation. They are very powerful in their own right. We mustn't underestimate them. As you can see, we've also pushed a number of armies, at least an army group, into the hinterland here. So we've got here, just outside Daugava here. But as you can see, look at this here. Look at the sheer magnitude here of the Russian forces in and around St. Petersburg. It is vast. And this is going to be a fight unlike the likes we've never seen before. We're going to have to, most of these armies, these army groups, are going to be engaged in clearing the way into St. Petersburg, or even, as the council has been calling us to do, is to move towards Moscow. Now, clearing the way to either city is going to cost us dear. It really is. Now, of course, because we've got Prussia here on this sort of southern flank, we can't go through here. We're at peace with them. We don't want to stir the wrath of the Germans just yet. because we've only just about recovered in terms of tactically and strategically, and also in terms of the armies coming back together. We just recovered from the war with Germany. It was a brutal war. Now with this war with Russia as well, which is really is pushing our limits of our eastern front forces. It's we have to be just a little bit careful what we're doing here. But Council has called on us to completely clear Lithuania of Russian troops, and as you can see here on this sort of northern flank here, we do have the remnants of the Russian armies that were in and around Vilnius, but also these are troops that are not to be messed with at all, or at least to be looked down upon. They will give us a lot of trouble here. We are going to take this fight in this episode, and it is going to be a pretty tough fight because they are some of their finest troops on this flank here. They've effectively abandoned them in what is left of Vilnius here. Got this modern units we don't need anymore. If we put that to the sword, as it were, and bring that to full strength. We are also going to replenish the armies that were involved. This army here was involved in the fighting. As you can see, we're bringing that. Look at that. These armies really did take a fighting. The fighting to sort of even cross the river was brutal in itself, because we've got Estonia here, Riga under our control, which we're going to probably keep hold of. But the Russians are slowly building their strength up here in and around sort of St. Petersburg and the road to Moscow. It won't be an easy task. We're just going to try and put an end to this Russian incursion here into Finland, and then we're going to gather our troops here. And this is going to be led by, this force here is going to be led, this army is going to be led by General Ernuk, who's going to be transferred from the western front to the eastern front. And he's going to be taking control of this army group here. As you can see, we're going to leave some troops in Finland here, Bow in Finland, but this army group will be moving towards St. Petersburg, or to at very least the fort here in Karela, and sort of stationing it outside the sort of crossing here from Ingrid to Finland. We've also got the French here as well in some reasonable strength. Now, I'm not sure how they've managed to procure this army here, but they might be going towards Archangel here, and that would be a wonderful if they did that, because effectively it would strip the Russians of their major holdings here. They've got Kiev still. We can't get to Kiev unless we go through Moscow, or I don't know if we can't go through France. France are hostile with us. Wait a minute, sir. France are hostile. The only reason France are alive is because of ourselves. That's why we've left these two armies on this sort of flank here, having the town of Lublin here garrisoned, and also another army here. We've got to protect Warsaw at all costs. That's another real bastion here of our power. But we can't wait and wonder what if. We could also send this gentleman up to Kiev, so just so we can see what's going on here. Now Kiev is defended to a point, but not massively so. But it's getting to Kiev. We can't go through any of these grounds here. We'd have to loop around here. So Kiev is probably going to be the last city we're able to take. But we are going to just dip our toes into Moscow here. We're going to try and see what's in this area here, because this directly relates to us here. But as you can see, we've now got a forward push here that's going to just sort of block any incursion into Vilnius.
Yes, sir.
We'll just push some of these armies a little bit forward here. Just to give the Germans just to tell them to sort of really watch what they're doing here, to back off. We've got plenty. Oh, look at that. General NNH, we're going to be sending in quite a formidable force. We've got General Cromer here now. General Cromer was the support general for the assault on Vilnius, as was General LNH. But we're going to be using these two wonderful generals to strike here against these forces here. We've just got to get this absolutely spot on here, because the support armies for them have to be ready to move here. So we're going to have General Cromer and General LNH going to be working together. Oh, we just can't at the moment. We might just be able to get one more turn out of there, but to be honest with you, I'd like to try and crush these if possible.
Sir.
Just pull General LNH up to here.
Immediately.
Oh, look at that. There we've got a Russian force here. And there, sir. In and around Vilnius.
Sir. Your orders?
I think what we will do is we'll pull these gentlemen out of here because we don't want them to be involved in any fighting at all.
Your humble servant. Impossible, sir. Sir.
Put this force into Vilnius.
Immediately. Ready and awaiting order.
We might be able to drag all of these forces into one major fight.
Yes.
That would be absolutely. We're going to use an army group here. This army group here.
Yes, sir.
General Cromer being the sort of the dagger, as it were.
Humble servant.
General Allen H will stand guard with Vilnius. We still have this Russian force here, but we hope we can try and drag them all in, if possible.
Sir. Your orders at the ready.
I think we'll bring in this force of General Gallimore.
Citizens, march!
Just going to make sure we've got
Gathering
everything
supply.
absolutely ready to go here.
Yes,
Because
sir.
we need all our generals to be as close as possible so that
Make ready. March at the ready.
everybody is involved in this fight here.
Men, forward.
Now we're going to send in
Yes.
General LNH here to instigate the battle. We're going to have a lot of reinforcements coming in once we've removed these initial fight here, but we're going to move in.
Swine to the slaughter.
Oh, look at that, sir. Now they got 5, we got 14,000, 16,000, I beg your pardon. So they're not as strong as we initially thought, but it's still going to be quite a fight. If we can do some, if we can wipe these forces from the battle map, it would be an absolute wonder, sir. Now, General Cromer moving in. Do we have Waxer? Oh, General LNH, excellent. So the two generals can combine together. Now we've got two marine regiments in here. I think the cavalry will probably be just a little bit more useful in terms of its mobility once the initial assault has begun. Then we'll have the marines. Oh, we got another marine. Oh, look at that, 3 marine regiments. That's a wonder. We've got these gentlemen as well, and then I think that should be good for us. I'll just put these gentlemen here. I think that should be enough for us. That should be more than enough to deal with. Hopefully these forces won't have to be used, but still we'll keep them. Look at these, got a lot of I've got a lot, but General Cromer's army really is very, very powerful. One of our most powerful armies. The same again here. Let's make sure that everything is absolutely done by the book here. Gentlemen, please. Thank you. That's a very strong force we've got here. Again, cavalry always at the fore, because we know that cavalry really is and can be a real help when you're really up against it. That's excellent, we're ready now. We've got General Cromer and General LNH moving in together. We've got to watch out for these forces moving in, because they may come on our flank. Although we're attacking head on in our particular assault, these forces might come in at a different angle, perhaps even on our left flank, but sometimes it'll be their right, our left, if you understand what I mean. So I mean, sometimes you have to be careful where these are coming from. We've got to be careful where these additional forces, because remember, the Russian reinforcements will roll in constantly. Ours will only come in once a regiment has been or is pulled off the battle. So we've got to be extra careful how we set up here. We've got some wonderful forces here, we really do, particularly the Republican Guard. Lots of cavalry, plenty of howitzers and guns here, which are going to be fire support, absolutely vital. But we've really got some excellent support units here as well. Let's take the fight. We're clearing this flank. The council has called for this. The council has called for this to happen, and so it shall be. If the council requests something, it shall be done, my friends. It's as simple as that. And after that terrific fight where the Marine Corps really did push its way all the way through there, that was a wonder to see. But now they've earned that respite. They've earned that time off, because we've called upon them to do so many difficult tasks, and each time they have succeeded in those tasks. That, my friends, is where we are looking at. We just got to really give the Russians, you know, a thrashing, get them away from our flank there. I'm not sure if they can go into Courland. I don't know if they've got an alliance with the Courland, or a military alliance with the Courland. If they haven't, then they'll effectively be trapped there, and we can nullify the effect as at our own time. But lot of rain here. My goodness me, this is a rather gloomy day here, but look at the sheer magnitude here of our cavalry. That's a wonder. Lots and lots of cavalry here. Cuirassiers, Fusiliers as well. Good complement of infantry. Plenty of line. Republican Guard, look at the Republican Guard, look at that. Ah, the flag flies proudly, sir. Look, plenty of cannon. This is going to be absolutely vital here. We might even put some cannon here in the middle here, in the line. I think that's what we'll do. First things first, let's get our cavalry into one group. Not necessarily where they're going to be deployed, but just so we got everything clear here. We know what we're dealing with and what we have available. Again, we have to be extra careful about our flanks. And we might use cavalry to not only move out against the flanks, but also to guard our flanks as well. We've got enough of them to do so. Now, we've got General Cromer. A wonderful general. Now we've got our 24-foot artillery, which will put to one side. Then we've got our howitzers here, which will form the backbone, the core of our fire support. Oh, look at that. Now that is a wonderful complement. Look at that, a fire support here. We might just put them, as you can see, the topography of this battlefield is undulating. You see, look at all the hills and sort of valleys, as it were, they're dipping down into. If we can just put these gentlemen up just slightly up here. That's more like it. As you can see, it does go upwards the slope. If we put them on the apex now of the slope here, just bring them together. Put them on quicklime, because we know the quicklime is going to do the most damage. And we should just be able to cover the front here. Now, we want to try and push them into our defensive line, as it were. So they attack us. I think we'll have these guns as the anchor on our defence here. Let's just put these forces over here. Well, they use the 24 pounders. My goodness me, it's absolutely tipping it down. Our 24 pounders are set fair now. These are the anchor. And we shall build our units in and around it. We've got the Fusiliers here. We've also got deploy stakes. We might deploy stakes in around here. So the Fusiliers are used as their proper designation here, which is we're definitely going to have the Republican Guard at the vanguard of the defence here, setting a very strong line here, and also the 8th Foot Guards. And you can tell these gentlemen have been with us for a very, very long time, because they're absolutely a numbered regiment. So if you see a numbered regiment, it means they've been with us a very, very long time indeed. So we've got the 8th and the 2nd. So the 2nd is probably one of our oldest regiments in the entire campaign. So you can imagine how old and how much these men have seen a lot of action. A lot of action. We've got this regiment here, which is a veteran unit as well, anchoring this left flank here. Look at that, 86th, that's another numbered regiment, been with us over a long time. Another real veteran of the campaigning in Europe. I have these gentlemen here. Experienced, but not quite, no, there's too much of a gap there between them. Gotta make sure we've got them so they can support one another. If things go another haywire, that's perfect. That's a good defensive line. One more regiment. I think we'll put another regiment here on this hillock. Perfect, absolutely perfect. That's a good, strong defensive line. We've got the Fusiliers. I think we'll put the Fusiliers just to guard this flank here, because you can see it's not fully. So we'll put these gentlemen here, and we will put them on light infantry. So that just extends that line a little bit here. We've got the same here with these Fusiliers here. We'll try and protect. And of course, I haven't included these gentlemen in here at all. That just proves Perfect.
Infantry
It's okay, we can adjust our lines. That's my fault for not concentrating. It's more like it. And the 86, just need to make sure that unit is involved in the fighting, and we've got this 86 here on the end. Perfect, actually fits in there perfect. We'll put the Fusiliers, I think, just to guard the cannon here, because we know the cannon are going to see quite a bit of action. Perfect, look at that, overlapping wonderfully there. We can also deploy stakes if necessary along the whole line, but at least we've got them deployed here now. That's that sort of extra shield, as it were. Now, we'll have some regiments of horse and cavalry here to defend the flanks. I think we'll have them defending this flank here on the right, and 2 regiments on the left defending the left flank here. We've then got 3 regiments here which we can send out, or 2 regiments, I beg your pardon, which we'll send out to sort of scout any weak spots. Excuse any noise in the background, my friends, you can probably guess whom that might be just before the battle starts. So if you would just excuse me one moment, my friends, I'm just going to go and see do you know who. I think we're ready to go. We've got these 2 cavalry units here. We've got to move out and just to harass the Russian lines. We might just move this artillery here, just forward. Gives that extra range on that quick line, just to try and catch them. That's quite a large no man's land here. Let's begin. Look at that, right in the trees here. They're well hidden. That's what we need to see what's going on here. We just got to be careful here. As you can see, we've got Russian forces here. We've also got Russian forces here. Look at that. There they are, coming right off the line there. And behind there as well. Oh, look at that. That's a wonder. I might just set these gentlemen fair here and try and catch them on the flank. We'll keep an eye on what's going here, but here come the reinforcements. If we catch them on the flank, that would be a wonder. Now, we've dealt with that, but here come we've dealt with that initial force. Need to just see what's going on in these oh, good grief, that's a lot coming in off the line there. Can we catch them here with some well hit cavalry strikes? Oh, look at that stake, those stakes are a wonder. Got the got plenty of stakes down now. That's a good guard here, sir. Got them well established now. We've got good established lines here now. That's a wonder to see. Oh, we're giving a real good pace here, sir. give them some shrapnel shots, sir. Should I come and flank on the flank here? We will catch them here if they move against us. We shall not. Oh, what a beautiful shot there. Well done, sir. If those lancers come at these, they're going to absolutely pay the price. Look at those. Look at those stakes in there already, sharpened. No. Stop. Here they come. Oh, they've been absolutely eviscerated, sir. Enemy general gone. It's a blitzkrieg. Oh, what a show. That's more like it, sir. Much more like it. Efficient, ruthless. Much more like it. Absolutely destroyed. This defensive line here has given us that absolute wonderful sort of buffer between the main line. And look at the smoke. You can barely see anything moving here. Now they've got themselves knee deep in here. Now they're in for a real fight. And they know it as well. Here they come the guards. Get them shattered, please, gentlemen. Track them down, follow them down. Hit these guard units here, they'll be the toughest. Stay now. Oh, they've gone. Our discipline must be absolute. Look at that. Let's get into some mercenaries here. Let's get them. Oh! Good grief, I didn't see that then. What the blazes is going on here? Oh, look at that. They've been absolutely these. Look at these spikes here. Lads. I like it. Clear this forest. So we protected this flank here because it was needed. Got to clear these flanks out here. Oh, that's a joy to see. My goodness me, we absolutely butchered them. Let's not give them any respite at all. Oh, there's just nothing left of them at all. Got them. Oh, they're still hanging on here. Here comes the main advance now. We have decimated them. This is American territory now, sir. We've got them. Let's get those mortars. Let's get those mortars. Oh, let's just get out of there. Let's get way out of there. Oh, look at that. They didn't. Right, let's start laying down some fire in the forest here. Here they come on this particular flank here, so you have to be careful of these Streltsy here because they're at full capacity as well. God, look at the front lines here where they've just fallen here. What a brutal fight. The rain has not stopped. like it. There's a lot of troops still coming off the line here. It's 8-inch mortar, 4-inch mortar. It's taken a long time. We've got so many troops coming in off the line here. Just gotta do our best to hold them here. Just set up a defensive perimeter or line here. Just holding our nerve here. What a battle this has been, goodness me. This fire support has been exemplary once again. General Cromer really has stepped up to the mark here. Really has done a fine job. Let's load those cannons. If we can corral them into sort of one area, look at that. Then we've effectively just absolutely blitzed them from afar. Get these Streltsy because these will give us the most problems. If they get close into us, they're going to break our lines. Going to get a cavalry ready for that, I think. Just got to maintain our discipline here. Here they come. Look at how we've peppered. Oh, that's a wonder. It's been absolutely peppered there. Look at that line. We've broken that line there. Oh, this is wonderful marksmanship. It really is a true joy to see. They've been absolutely blitzed from afar. Oh, the Narvsky regiment, we've got to get these gentlemen as well because these will be tough as nails. Now, can we mop up any of this artillery that's around? Still got a lot behind the lines coming in here. Get that nasty. Oh my goodness me, the marksmanship has been exceptional. It really has been exceptional to watch this marksmanship here. Nothing has come within this tree line here of us. The artillery is taking care of everything. I mean, it has actually blitzed the entirety of this Russian force has been destroyed by artillery. I kid you not. been an absolute massacre. It's just been as simple as that. I mean, this General Kromer's army has obliterated 5 Russian armies by itself. The fire support here has been exceptional. Bingo, light dragoons. Oh, the Petrisky regiment. They'll be tough. We'll try and break our lines along this flank here, but we've got stakes ready. Ready, lads, steady now. Ready, steady. My goodness me, what a fight. This is exceptional. Ride them in, lads. Ride them in. Another regiment gone. Here come the horse grenadiers. I can't even find enough compliments for that, to be honest with you. The ammunition is almost gone here on this Fusilier regiment here. Uh-oh. They just got no chance. Here they come, the dragoons. Get ready, lads, get ready. Reload. Almost out of ammo. down here, but mind you, they've been fighting on this flank for nearly an hour. Right up the sneaks. It's exceptional to see. We've had one incredible army dismantle 5 remnants of these Russian. We're looking at very powerful forces indeed. These Russian forces were nothing just to sort of just be sniffed at all. These were proper regiments, still at good strength, and they've been obliterated. Look at it! It's a complete massacre. The artillery has been nothing short of exceptional. Let's take care of these grenadiers once and for all. Can all fall silent now. They've done their job. Hurrah! As we fight to the last vanguard of the Russian forces, what an exceptional fight this has been. An exceptional general, that's all you can say. An exceptional general. We've got some incredible generals in our armies, we really, really do. This has been an exemplary display, it really has. Yes! What a fight that was, what a victory. That was incredible, my goodness. We lost 637, we lost, destroyed nearly 3,500 men. Wow. That is exceptional, my goodness me. Statistics. You look at the 24 pounders, 216, they've destroyed everything. Cuirassiers, line of cuirassiers. Wow, that was incredible, my goodness me, look at that. We lost 1 man, 216 kills, incredible fight, look at that. Oh, they can go to Courland.
Waiting further orders.
I don't think so, sir.
March!
Wow, my friend, that was pretty phenomenal fighting, my goodness me. General Cromer has absolutely destroyed everything in his path.
Sir.
I think we shall use General LNH to remove this force behind us as well. But what a fight that was. We really have done what the council requested, and that was removing this Russian force away from us here, from this flank here. So we have to leave probably a force around Vilnius to protect it. But that is a comprehensive defeat of those Russian forces. I think that might send a signal to Moscow of what is to come. But my friends, I'm going to end this episode here. Thank you for all your wonderful support, your wonderful comments, strategies, tactics. That was exceptional. It really has been a wonderful campaign. Probably going to be the British campaign up next. We'll come back to the British campaign next. And thank you all for your wonderful support on this particular campaign. Fantastic comments and support. Hope you're all being safe, my friends. Especially nowadays. But whatever you're doing, as always, my friends, please be safe, look after yourselves. But until next time, bye for now.